Zohan Adam Sandler is a kind-hearted superhuman Israeli counter-terrorist and the finest and most respected soldier in the Israel Defense Forces. However, Zohan has become both disgusted and disenchanted by the constant fighting, secretly dreaming of moving to the USA and becoming a hairdresser. This reaches a breaking point when a barbecue he hosts is interrupted by the IDF sending Zohan on a mission to stop a Palestinian terrorist group being led by his personal archenemy, Faydash, the Phantom Hakbara, John Turturro, another superhuman. Despite being upset over his ruined party, Zohan sees it as his long-awaited chance to desert the IDF and move to America. During the pursuit he fakes his own death and smuggles himself onto a flight in New York City, cutting his own hair and taking the alias, Scrappy Coco, the names of two dogs he shared the flight with, while claiming that he is half Australian, half Mount Everest. Meanwhile, the Phantom becomes rich and famous for supposedly killing Zohan and starts his own fast food business, Muchentachin. Initially unsuccessful in getting hired at several salons, Schoen's military expertise earns him a new friend, Michael Nix Wardson, who gives him a place to stay. However, Michael starts to freak out when he finds Zohan having sex with his mother, Gail Laney Kazan. Schoen encounters a fellow Israeli named Ari Edo Mosseri at a disco. He recognizes Zohan but agrees to keep his identity a secret. Ari takes him to a block in Lower Manhattan filled with Middle Eastern Americans, who are split between a Palestinian side and an Israeli side of the street. Schoen attempts to land a job in a struggling salon of a Palestinian woman named Dalia Emmanuel Kriki. After first only allowing Zohan to sweep floors for free, she eventually allows him to be a stylist after he pleases a senior lady with a satisfactory haircut and backroom sexual service. Schoen's reputation spreads rapidly among the elderly women of Lower Manhattan. Dalia's business booms, upsetting Grant Waldridge, Michael Buffer, a corporate magnate who has been trying to force out all the local tenants on the block so that he can build a roller coaster mall. Schoen is identified by a Palestinian cab driver named Salim Rob Schneider, who bears a grudge against Zohan for having taken his goat away. Salim convinces his friends to help him kill Zohan but, after a failed bomb attempt, he is forced to contact Phantom. Salim attempts to blackmail Phantom, but he ends up getting the stiff end of the deal as he convinces Phantom to visit New York to find Zohan. Meanwhile, Zohan realizes that he has fallen in love with Dalia, and comes clean to Michael and his mother about his true identity, before meeting Dalia. Dalia rejects Zohan after he reveals he was formerly an Israeli counter-terrorist operative. Schoen decides to leave Dalia and confront Phantom in a championship hacky-sack game sponsored by Waldridge. Schoen's fight is cut short with sudden news of the Middle Eastern bloc being attacked, and he quickly leaves. Schoen arrives and calms the Israelis and Palestinians, who each blame the other for the violence, while making peace with Salim. Phantom then appears and confronts Zohan, but Zohan refuses to fight. Dalia appears, revealing that she is Phantom's sister, and convinces her brother to cooperate with Zohan against the arsonists, revealed to be white racist rednecks hired by Waldridge to instigate an interethnic riot so he can get his new mall in the aftermath. As Zohan and Phantom work to save the block, by singing "The Sound," a sound so loud, it destroys many shops, blows the manhole cover, and even blows up the breasts of Waldridge's wife, the Phantom admits that he always wanted to be a shoe salesman rather than a terrorist. Although the rednecks are defeated and Waldridge sent to jail, Phantom keeps singing the sound and accidentally destroys all of the shops on the block. However, with the Israelis and the Palestinians united, the block has transformed into a collectively owned mall called the Peace and Brotherhood Fire Insurance Mall. Ari reopens his going out of business electronics store. Phantom opens a shoe store in the mall called Faydash Kitten Shoes. Salim gets back his goat, which he gives children rides on next to trendy toddler, and Zohan and Dalia open a joint beauty parlor called Zohan, Zohan having married Dalia. Schoen's parents show up approving his new life before his father asks that he cut his hair, which he happily does.